The Odyssey, man. Holy moly, I was excited as hell when I heard about this movie coming out. I was pretty new to Christopher Nolan too. The only reason I found out about him was when Oppenheimer came out and the whole Barbenheimer thing was taking the internet by storm. That was the only reason I really noticed his name. And I looked back to see what other movies he did made, and at the time I only saw Dark Knight, Interstellar, and Inception by him. So I really didn't know a lot of his movies. But over time I went to watch his movies, and I gotta say, he's got a great filmography, man. As the day came closer to release day, you know, the internet started switching up on it, right? Everyone was talking about the casting, how it was terrible. They were complaining about the costumes, the dialect. And to me personally, I'm not that much of a film bro. I didn't really give two shits about it. I just want to see if the movie was good, you know? Because I'm a huge fan with the whole Greek mythology angle. As a kid, I used to read the Percy Jackson series, The Heroes of Olympus, Trials of Apollo. I was big into that shit. And when the movie starts, right, and I'm going to be going to spoilers too, so I was pretty blown away with the movie, but at the same time I wasn't, which is kind of where I don't know where to sit about this movie. So like, I want to go about the positives, right? I have a lot of great positives about this movie. Nolan used so many practical effects in this movie. I'm pretty sure at this point now you're gonna see how everyone's hyping up the Cyclops scene. And at the time I was wondering, how the fuck did they make that scene happen? It looked so real. And it turns out they built a fucking animatronic. Like, it's insane. This guy Nolan just goes all out. I hear they also used the real ship for all the boat scenes. Insane. They shot on location for a lot of the spots. I mean, and it shows, man. The movie looks beautiful. So I gotta give it props to that, because Nolan, yeah, this is one of his most beautiful films of all time right now. And you know, the performances also by everybody. Everyone did a fantastic job. I really loved Robert Pattinson's character. I don't know what his name was, but I fucking love this character. He was the slimy little snake. He reminds me of the character from The King. He essentially kind of playing almost the same character from what I remember. But man, Robert Pattinson is that guy right now. Tom Holland was pretty good as whatever his character's name was too. Matt Damon as the Odysseus was pretty solid too. I gotta give it to Anne Hathaway though for Penelope. Man, I think she was one of my favorite actors in that movie. With the controversial shit, everyone's freaking out about Elliot Page, Lupita. Travis Scott was in the movie too. And I'm seeing people boycotting the movie and just not watching it because they're in it. And it turns out like all of them all combined were in it for like 3 minutes. So those people were freaking out for nothing. And they weren't even that bad in the role. They played their roles fine. But you know, the internet is going to be the internet, so. But besides that, what kind of turns me off with this movie, which isn't even the movie's fault, it's mostly my fault, is because I know the Greek lore, I guess. When I'm watching the movie, when the sheep pop up, I knew it was Prometheus, right? I was like, oh, the Cyclops is going to show up. He's going to probably eat some people. And regardless, it's a great scene, right? It was very horrifying to watch the Cyclops eat the people. But in the back of my head, I was like, well, I knew this was going to happen, so I wasn't that surprised. Then we go to Cersei's island. I see the animals in cages and shit. And I was like, okay, this is Cersei. I know she's going to turn these people into animals. But to give it credit, though, this is one of the most horrifying scenes. How she, like, turns them into animals. Like, that was, I got to give credit to that. That was very cool to watch. But also, I'm like, well, I knew this was going to happen. At the same time, I'm loving the scene, but also expected it to happen. And then we go to like the whirlpool monster in Scylla, I think, with the 6-legged monster. I knew when they were saying don't go to the whirlpool, I knew they were gonna go to the canyon route, but they were gonna lose like 6 people, and it happens. And I'm like, well, I expected that. Which I feel like if I didn't know the Percy Jackson series, I'd probably been more blown away by those scenes. Or that's what I actually wanted to do, was ask Percy Jackson fans if they've seen this movie, what do they think? Like if they were surprised and it kind of ruined it for them, or you know, it made the movie better because it was like a rated R kind of experience. Oh, and speaking of rated R, I didn't even know it was rated R. I found out by 3C Films. I thought this was a PG-13 movie, man. Like nothing, there was like no gory scenes at all. I don't even think there was blood coming out from the people when the Cyclops ate them, or when they were cut by other soldiers. But besides that, besides Odysseus' journey, because it was Odysseus' journey that kind of put me off because I knew about it from the Percy Jackson series. Penelope's side and Tom Holland's angle, I thought was a lot more entertaining. Seeing how the suitors were trying to marry Penelope and she was rejecting it. I love the last 30 minutes of that movie. Fucking fantastic scene, great action sequence. This is like my favorite part of the movie. And near the end of the movie, when Robert Pattinson's character died, this one sole dude started clapping in the theater. And our theater was packed too. I thought it was funny though. All in all though, I had a great time watching this movie, but it's the fact that I knew what half of the movie was gonna be going down kind of ruins it for me. And I have it as a 7 out of 10 movie for me at the moment. Which, not to say that the movie's bad. I think it's a great movie that a lot of people will like it, which I'm seeing on the internet. Everybody's loving the movie. But I don't know, I think Percy Jackson fucked me over on this. But you know, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. What do you guys think? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? And you know, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next movie.